The Steam Deck just got a huge price hike. What was once one of the best value gaming handhelds just a year ago is now going to set you back an extra $300. So in this video, I'll tell you if the Steam Deck is still worth it, the other gaming handheld alternatives I recommend, and the best way to get the most out of the devices you already own. So let's get into it. First, let's take a quick look back at where the Steam Deck started. It originally went on sale in 2022 between $399 and $649. In November of 2023, Valve launched a new Steam Deck with a bigger OLED screen and a number of small upgrades. That cost $549 for the 512GB model or $649 for the 1TB. Over the next 2 years, the LCD model was slowly phased out, officially ending production in December of 2025. After that, the lowest new Steam Deck that you could buy cost $550, which seemed like a lot at the time. But compare that to now. In May of 2026, after months of Steam Deck shortages, Valve announced that the 512GB OLED model would increase to $789, while the 1TB model would now cost $949. Just like a lot of other gadgets, AI shortages and supply chain interruptions were to blame, which unfortunately means that this price hike is here to stay for a while. So, with these new prices, is the Steam Deck still worth buying? Yes! Even with these price hikes, the Steam Deck OLED remains one of our favorite gaming handhelds. While it doesn't have the best ergonomics, the OLED screen is vivid, bright, and really makes your games pop. If you don't need as much storage, the 512GB OLED Steam Deck is one of the most convenient and affordable ways to play your Steam library on the go. That said, at these higher prices, there are other competing models you should consider. If you're willing to give up OLED, the Lenovo Legion Go S with the Ryzen Z2 Go is more affordable, has better ergonomics, is more powerful, and still runs SteamOS. It normally retails for $999, but I've seen these go on sale regularly for under $700 or open box for around $550. Even cheaper is the Asus ROG Xbox Ally for $600, probably the best value Windows 11 handheld right now. With its Xbox-like controllers, it's one of the most ergonomic handhelds. Because this is running Windows, you can play your Steam games as well as connecting to your libraries, including Epic, GOG, and more. Now, if you can stretch your budget a tiny bit more, the $1,000 Asus ROG Xbox Ally X has the same Xbox-like controllers, but double the storage and has the beefier Z2 Extreme processor with 24GB of RAM, giving you even better gaming performance. On the other hand, if you're more interested in finding a convenient way to play your Steam games on your living room TV rather than on the go, you should check out the Steam Machine. It's an interesting take on the mini gaming PC. While the $1049 price reveal was a bit shocking, if you try and spec a similar PC build yourself, it comes out to about the same. While the Steam Machine is significantly more powerful than the Steam Deck, it still struggles to push 4K resolutions with more demanding games, and you'll probably need to find the right mix of settings to get a steady frame rate. You can check out Jason's full review on the channel to learn more. In a lot of ways, traditional consoles like the Xbox Series X and PS5 continue to be more convenient here. And so, I'd say if you mostly play casual games anyway and you don't need the more powerful hardware, you could always just connect a Steam Deck to a TV for a similar couch gaming experience. As cool as the Steam Machine is, it's really tough to recommend for most people over the Steam Deck right now, especially with its long wait list to buy one. Now, if you aren't already invested in Steam games, but you want a good mix of performance, portability, and affordability, this might be one of the best times to buy a Switch 2. Even with its own recently announced $50 price increase starting September 1st, 2026, the Switch 2 is more powerful, it's lighter, and about $300 cheaper than the Steam Deck OLED. If you're watching this before that date, you can still get a Switch 2 for its original $450 price or $500 with a game bundle, which comes with your choice of Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, or my favorite, Pocopia. And I've got the best Switch 2 deals linked down below. Yes, these smaller controllers mean ergonomics aren't the best, but I found pairing it with something like the Kill Switch case from Dbrand completely fixes that. Obviously, Switch 2 is mostly known for its library of exclusive Nintendo games, although more popular AAA games have been ported over. The one downside is that these games don't get discounted as often as they seem to on the Steam store. Something else I've been a big fan of lately is mobile gaming. I made a whole video on what's possible now, but the quick summary is iPhone and Android now have a great selection of ported over titles like Death Stranding, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, and a lot more that you can download and play. These games are extremely well optimized, and when paired with one of my favorite mobile controllers like the Razer Kishi, it's one of the easiest and most affordable ways to play a growing catalog of games without needing to make another big investment. Even better, you can now play full console and PC games thanks to cloud streaming services like Xbox Game Pass and Nvidia GeForce Now. So long as you have a good internet connection, you can even play the most demanding games and your phone won't break a sweat. Another alternative that's been gaining a lot of buzz are apps that let you download and play your Steam games on Android, complete with cloud saves and achievements. This will allow you to purchase an Android gaming device that are usually cheaper than the Windows 11 handhelds that I've already shared. There's a lot to get into here, so let me know in the comments if you want to see a whole video about Android handhelds. So yeah, the Steam Deck finds itself in a very interesting spot after its price hike. For a lot of people, the base Steam Deck OLED is still a great investment, though for around the same price or even less, there are a lot of other great handhelds to choose from now. But I want to know what you guys think. Would you still buy a Steam Deck? Make sure to stay subscribed because we are always putting out a ton of gaming handheld content. This year's Handheld Showdown is going to be huge. Follow me to see what other cool tech I'm reviewing, and I'll catch you in the next one.